Hey, buddy. Today I want to talk with you about the word liberty. Remember when our favorite teachers jotted those provocative vocabulary words and definitions on the board for us to study? These days, it seems we don't pause long enough to contemplate the full definition of words. And that's why words have lost their power. That stops here and now. Let's revisit the word liberty for a moment because it's the most important word you'll ever know. According to Merriam-Webster's dictionary, liberty is a state of being free. It is the power to do as one pleases, the positive enjoyment of social, political, and economic rights, the power of choice. Now, the Oxford English Dictionary says this: liberty is the state of being free within society from oppressive restrictions imposed by authority on one's way of life, behavior, or political views. What does it all mean? Here's what it means. We should be allowed to do whatever we want, as long as we don't hurt others. What an amazing, empowering concept, right? It's basically the golden rule. Do to others what you want them to do to you. And if you are doing whatever you want, but without hurting others, it's more than reasonable to expect that they never do anything to you to restrict you from holding an opinion or living your life the way you see fit to live it. The problem is we've gradually allowed society and its many disempowering systems to erode our fundamental freedoms, often at our own expense when having to deal with uncommon or unexpected circumstances. Real life is simply not as black and white as the law pretends it is. We don't complain nearly enough when our liberty is taken from us, which is why so many of you are frustrated, depressed, and go off the handle with road rage and retail rage and social media rage and town hall rage. We are ticking time bombs, much like Michael Douglas's character in the film Falling Down. The constant imposition and encroachment on us finally comes out in overly dramatic, inappropriate, and far too excessive, non-constructive ways. So do us all a favor. Never let it get that far. Exert your living right to liberty at all times. Let the definition of liberty be the only principle, the only law that holds anything over you. It's the only law I'm ever going to ask and expect you to obey. And you must expect the same of me. Do whatever you want, as long as you don't hurt others. Let anything else someone puts into policy, procedure, or even law be a waste of their time, energy, and money. If you and everyone else on this planet were to accept this principle and live this principle, we would all inherit our freedom automatically, without exception. Now, some of you might be thinking, is this guy asking me to reject law and order? That's chaos. No, that's actually fear. Talking you out of your right to freedom, to do whatever you want, but to ensure you don't hurt others, is the most orderly, structured, yet entirely free, wholesome, wonderful gift you could bestow any of us. And with all our laws today, more laws than we've ever had in the history of humanity, look at the chaos we now have. Nobody can even express a simple viewpoint anymore without being called a moron by those that disagree with us, or much worse. So I want you to do this important thing for yourself. Starting right here and now, if you think someone is wrong, ignore the difference of opinion. Better yet, if you think someone is wrong, invite that person to dinner to discuss it further. Perhaps you'll change your mind. But whatever happens, celebrate your differences over the breaking of bread and move forward together. Here's one thing for certain you cannot do. Don't cast people off as idiots just because you don't agree with their perspective or belief. Never resent anyone for honestly disagreeing with you. The truth behind this concept is that if we were all to believe in and practice liberty, we would all be allies without enemies. To put this concept into play, take just one instance from your recent past and see how you could have applied this principle. Do whatever you want as long as you don't hurt others. Live it, expect it, demand it when necessary, and I promise you, you'll lead a remarkably brilliant life. In the meantime, be mindful and adventurous. Be exceptionally well, and be back soon.